This is a special message from the National Weather Service. Take shelter immediately. High winds and tornadic activity is highly probable in your area. Again, take shelter immediately.
All right, I think we'll be pretty safe down here. Uh-oh.
What are you going to do now, Expeditionary Johnny?
Hi friends, hey, welcome back to the Expeditionary Johnny channel. Hey, if you're new to my channel, you're going to see right here the theme to my channel is to help remove obstacles to getting outdoors. Typically that could mean things like time, ideas, or maybe equipment. Today we're pretty much talking about equipment and maybe ideas on approaches to dealing with natural disasters and things to eat. So a couple weeks ago, I got to go down to Kansas to a gathering called KT Wilderness Outdoors Gathering, and got to get reacquainted with some friends, to include my friends with My Honey's Kitchen. So if you've followed my channel for any length of time, that you know that I like to go out to do hike and cooks, and then I like to eat really good food. And that's why I particularly like the offerings by My Honey's Kitchen. They're a small company, and as opposed to the offerings that at the sporting goods stores, these recipes are a bit more personalized. They have a really good seasoning. They really work on the balance, and so I'm very pleased with them. So today I'm cooking up a country scramble. Now you might have noticed today I'm also using the Kelly Kettle. All right, so the Kelly Kettle specializes in boiling water efficiently and quickly. And I thought these two would be a good pairing today. While I was down there at the gathering, I did win a raffle, and I won this 72-hour supply of product here, which actually fits very well into my lifestyle. You might have noticed on the news over the last month, we had some tornadoes coming through out here in East Nebraska, and it raised a lot of havoc. I did a bit of volunteer work with the Salvation Army to make sure people were being fed. So when I was gifted this 72-hour survival kit from My Honey's Kitchen, I thought this would be the great time to go ahead and talk about dealing with natural disasters and some of the products that are out on the market. Now, one of the bigger products out there is the Kelly Kettle, and they really do like to advertise that they are a survival tool, especially if you're dealing with natural disasters. So what happens in a natural disaster? Well, we learned in the Salvation Army, when a tornado comes through and blows away a house, probably the first thing a person needs to do is go to storage unit, right? To go ahead and store away whatever goods they have, file insurance, and then also you're worried about food, okay? If you do have a 72-hour kit like this, and then a means to go ahead and boil water, you're going to be well fed. For those of you that are unfamiliar with the Kelly Kettle, well, as the name implies, the Kelly Kettle is a kettle and it's designed to boil water. Now, it's extremely efficient. All right, the way it works is you gather up just a few twigs, you put it in this base. You'll notice that it has 2 holes here. That's where oxygen feeds into it. So if there's a breeze, you want the wind, the air to go into here. It's going to feed your fuel here, and then your kettle has this hole in the middle. Well, you're going to get a little vortex. The flames come up here. It's going to have contact all along the inside of your kettle, so you're going to boil water very quickly. You can use natural materials to get your fire started. Like today, I had a bit of fat wood. I just batoned it, made some little fat wood matchsticks, took my lighter. Once I got my little fat wood matchsticks lit, applied that to the twigs. Next thing you know, we have a fire established. If you happen to have birch bark, you can use birch bark. Me personally, I always carry some Vaseline cotton balls. That's another great way to start your fire. So no matter what fuel you use to get your fire started, after that, all you need is a few twigs in the base and just feed a few more from the top, and before you know it, you're going to have some boiling water. Safety note, to remove your Kelly Kettle from the base, you do want to grab the handle like so, lift it up, remove it from the fire. After that, you go ahead and just simply remove your whistle. While holding your whistle and your chain and your handle, you can now pick up your Kelly Kettle, manipulate it, and you can pour your boiling water into your freeze-dried meal here. All right, so I've been letting our breakfast reconstitute for quite a bit. I think it's good to go. I've already had this. I know how good it is. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and let you see my family's reaction to this, so it kind of gives you a good idea of what this actually tastes like, okay? All right, so this is my wife, Rochelle. What do you think, dear? You want to give this a taste test for me?
I'd love to. So this is country scramble, you said?
Country scramble.
Okay.
So this will be the breakfast we'll be having the morning after the tornado.
That's really good. I like that quite a bit.
Anything stand out? Any heat? Any?
I don't get any heat.
Would you want some hot? Would you want to add hot sauce?
There is a little bit of heat.
Yeah.
But it's not overpowering. That's very good.
Would you say? Would you say it's bland?
No.
No.
Not at all.
Yeah, well seasoned. Very good.
Delicious.
How about the texture?
I think the texture is good. There's good mouthfeel, a little bit of soft, a little bit of firm. Pretty close to the real thing.
All right. Cool. Thank you, dear.
You're welcome.
All right, so my daughters are going to be a little camera shy. They're both adults, and so I can't force them to do this. So the other taste test will come from me, folks. All right, so what do we got here in the pile here? I got a bit of sausage. You got some eggs, potato, and cheese. So the breakfast sausage came back really well. I mean, we're talking good-sized chunks, all right? A little bit of heat in there, okay? Which I happen to like. It's enough that I don't feel like I need to add any hot sauce to this. There is a bit of gravy in there, so that really helps it go down extremely well. I think the ratio of potatoes and egg to sausage is right on. That's really good. So beyond an emergency situation following a natural disaster, say like a tornado coming through and you're suffering from a power outage, my Honey's Kitchen, I give them 2 thumbs up, okay? So again, if you look at my channel, at my little hike and cook list, you know I like really good tasty food and I prefer to work with fresh ingredients. However, if I'm going to take a freeze-dried meal, I want it to taste really good, okay? And my Honey's Kitchen does that. So I've taken some of their offerings, like the stuffed bell peppers meal, out to survival school. I went to an intensive nav course out at Dave Canterbury's Pathfinder School. I tell you, after doing a couple of days worth of hikes and trying to get rest up for a night hike, one of their meals, like their stuffed bell peppers, was extremely good. It not only tasted good, but it brought back the energy levels. There's a lot of vitamin C's in the peppers. It just went down smoothly. I felt extremely refreshed, and then I was good to go for a night hike, okay? Now, beyond that, My Honey's Kitchen also does offer different spices that you can do for whether it be grilling or making other desserts. They put together this great little cookbook on how you can use some of the different products to make some really good meals. So it doesn't have to be just campfire cooking or survival situations. They are very well rounded. So I would invite you, please go check them out. So here on my screen, you can see a link to go to My Honey's Kitchen. If you use this link as opposed to doing a Google search, it's going to be a good referral so that they know that you watched my video to find them. So if you want a clickable link, just go down to the description here for this video and it'll take you straight to it. Again, that's My Honey's Kitchen. Give them a whirl. All right, folks, this brings us to the end of another video. I hope this gives you some good ideas, whether it be on like provisions for a natural disaster where you're looking at power outage for several days, whether it be for a good meal for a camping or backpacking trip, or maybe equipment to use for natural disasters or camping, okay? All right, appreciate all of you guys tuning in. And with that, y'all take care. Have a great week. We should be safe down here. Got it! Okay, we should be pretty safe down here.